As you know, professionals never make a video or take a photo with a window behind them. That's lunacy because the image gets blown out, or it can do. But I'm doing this for a reason. I'm going to give you a very quick look out of the window of my hotel room. Partly because this is the outskirts of Taipei, and while it's a very modern city, it's quite remarkable to see so much greenery just off there in the distance. It's a very mountainous country and absolutely gorgeous to look at, but also blooming hot and humid. And down there, the enormous curved roof is the Nangang Exhibition Centre, and we're going to be spending a few days there during Computex. But I've just spent the past 100 minutes, or 1 hour 40 if you need some translation, watching the Nvidia keynote on the day before Computex to get us in the spirit of technology. And yes, it was all about AI and AI-related stuff. So I've taken some medicine, I've put on my thinking glasses, I've made some notes, and I'm going to tell you what I thought about Jensen's keynote. We were 19 minutes into the keynote when Jensen got to the RTX 5060, which launches today. He didn't say much about this, so I'm going to play that entire section.
This is real-time computer graphics I'm standing in front of. This is not a video, this is computer graphics. It's generated by GeForce. This is a brand new GeForce 5060, RTX 5060. And this is from ASUS. My good friend Johnny is in the front row. And this is from MSI. And we took this incredible GPU and we shrunk it in here. Does that make any sense? See, this is incredible. And so this is MSI's new laptop with 5060 in it. GeForce brought CUDA to the world. Right now what you're seeing is every single pixel is ray traced. How is that possible that we're able to simulate photon and deliver this kind of frame rate at this resolution? Well, the reason for that is artificial intelligence. We're only rendering 1 out of 10 pixels. So every pixel that you see, only 1 out of 10 is actually computed. The other 9, AI guessed. Does that make any sense? And it's perfect. It's completely perfect. It guessed it perfectly. Of course, the technology is called DLSS, neural rendering. It took us many, many years to develop. We started developing it the moment we started working on AI, so it's been a 10-year journey. And the advance in computer graphics has been completely revolutionized by AI. GeForce brought AI to the world. Now AI came back and revolutionized GeForce.
Yup, that's it. That's everything he had to say about gaming. There is nothing more on the subject. Everything else is AI and AI related, and a bit of robots. In order to understand this keynote, in my opinion, you need to have 2 basic pieces of information. One is the market cap of Nvidia, and the other is the personal wealth of Jensen Huang, which is clearly connected to the market cap of Nvidia. It was quite clear this entire keynote was about AI, AI infrastructure, and the partner companies in Taiwan.
Nvidia has been coming to Taiwan for over 30 years. This is the home of many of our treasured partners and dear friends. Over the years, you have seen Nvidia grow up and seen us accomplish many exciting things and have been partnered with me all along the way.
And now Jensen tells us Nvidia is an AI infrastructure company. And then he clarified the point, saying that accelerated computing is not general purpose computing, otherwise a GPU would be a CPU. He was talking about how AI can be used in various tasks. Once it's been defined in software, you can then use AI. So for example, 6G for phones is going to be an AI thing because it can be defined in software. And once you reach that stage, AI can do a better job than dedicated ASIC silicon.
Just as the world's cloud data centers have now become software defined, it stands to reason that telecommunication should also be software defined. And so that's the reason why we've taken now some 6 years to refine and optimize a fully accelerated radio access network RAN stack that does incredible performance.
One point that Jensen mentioned in passing was when he touched on quantum computing. He referenced CUDA Q. Quantum, in his view, will be just another accelerator.
With quantum computing is still at the noisy intermediate scale quantum, called NISQ. However, there are many, many good applications we could already start to do. And so we're excited about that. We're working on a quantum classical or quantum GPU computing platform. We call it CUDA Q, working with amazing companies around the world. GPUs could be used for pre-processing and post-processing, for error correction, for control. And so in the future, I predict that all supercomputers will have quantum accelerators, all have quantum QPUs connected to it. And so a supercomputer would be a QPU with QPUs and GPUs and some CPUs. And that would be the representation of a modern computer.
And then he moved on to AI and the associated hardware. Grace Blackwell, NVL72, he said, scales up rather than scaling out, and this, to his mind, is of critical importance. Grace Blackwell launched last year, production started in February, it's now going very well, and systems are coming online every day. There have been all sorts of reports of problems with GB100 and GB200, and he's moved on immediately to talk about GB300, which is an upgraded version of Blackwell and is fully liquid cooled. It has enormous compute power. Both GB200 and GB300 are closely related, and GB300 is a drop-in replacement for GB200. These racks each have a power draw of 120 kilowatts, which is absolutely huge, and that's why they're spaced apart. The hot aisle simply cannot accommodate this kind of power draw and cooling requirement, and so they require space. There's a small exhibition being constructed inside Nangang right now which shows the components used to construct the spine of Blackwell, and we can see a whole host of components to handle power and cooling and connectivity. He moved on to robots, and we got to the nub of the matter.
I love it if you buy everything from me, but just please buy something from me.
The closing note was about the headquarters that Nvidia is going to build in Taiwan, which will be called Constellation. It hasn't yet been started, they've only just agreed a site, but we can expect that to go up in something of a hurry. And that was it. No mention of gaming, no mention of ARM laptops. The future clearly continues to be AI and all that sweet, sweet money.